Got a game here between Pizu and John FB. Been a while since I got to cast some John FB games. Usually pretty fun, has some creative builds, and as we can see here, this is no exception. Khorne with Skull Taker, which is kind of spicy. Not the spiciest, it's kind of spicy. And then a Blood Reaper and Scylla Anfingrimm, which is very, very, very spicy. Versus Pizu's Demons of Chaos. So for the Khorne build, we have Khorne Gores, Chaos Furies of Khorne, Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes, and then we have the triple hero hammer, Scylla, with his Mortis Engine effect from his Serpentine Tail when he's in melee, and then that is it. Otherwise, he took him as cheap as possible. Skull Taker and a Blood Reaper, both on their war shrines. The Blood Reaper brought... I did bring the spell resistance aura. I think to avoid like blue fire or something. On the other side, for the Demons of Chaos, we have Seekers, Bloodletters, and Nurglings, some Fiends in there. And then the ROR, Hounds of the Blood Hunt, and then an Exalted Keeper of Secrets with Pavane and Acquiescence with their AoE Rampage as well. Scylla's getting rampaged right now, so is everybody in this area. Chaos Furies of Khorne are dying very quickly to being rampaged in. Meanwhile, Fiends are surrounding Skull Taker and the Blood Reaper independently. These guys are trying to regenerate slowly with their Blood Shrine mounts. Already we're losing the Furies of Khorne, and Seekers have sniped out an entire Marauder Horseman, though now some Chaos Furies are going to rear charge them. Seekers will take a lot of damage from this. They need to get out of there quite quickly. Seekers still doing well overall on the flank fights. And for Pizu, his Exalted Keeper of Secrets and Fiend full surround should do well onto Skull Taker and the Blood Reaper, but it's not going amazingly for them. These guys do have decently high stats, I guess. No, their melee defense isn't that high. I have no idea why they're not taking more damage. As for the infantry fight, looks like Khorne is losing. Pure Khorne Gores is not going to win an infantry versus infantry fight, as Bloodletters and Nurglings are doing pretty well in that aspect. Elsewhere, we have some Skirmish Cav that's about to get rampaged straight into Bloodletters and probably chewed up. The charge goes okay for him, but then they're going to take a lot of damage, both from the spell and from 10 seconds of fighting Bloodletters and melee as Skirmish Cav. Still Skull Taker and the Blood Reaper and Scylla just grinding through a lot of these guys. I am really surprised how poorly the Fiends are doing when they surrounded two very important heroes on Blood Shrine mounts. More Furies diving in. Still have two healthy Furies for Khorne that could do a decent amount of damage. As we saw, that one Skirmish Cav got pushed away. The other one is currently getting Curse of the Slug slowed. And the Demons of Chaos access to all army abilities depending on what you roll. I wonder if this lady has her AoE Rampage up. Doesn't look like it as she's starting to path away. If she had it up, she could just stay in that fight and rampage them all to her. Khorne Gore is going to rout any second now, leaving the 3-hero hammer all alone. Furies kind of charging in as they feel to get rear charges on the Fiends of Slash and what. And Scylla is still grinding away with his Mortis Engine, is getting some decent value. Now, I think he's still like 2,000 gold, even with his super reduced kit of just having the Serpentine Tail. So we'll have to see if he can pay for himself, but he is on his way to do that. Exalted Keeper Secrets comes back to the fight. Bounce power is about 50-50. We have some Skirmish Cav nearby that's pretty injured, but plenty of ammunition. And if the Demons of Chaos don't have Seekers left, there's not a lot that can actually catch those guys when running them down. How's the Blood Hunter going to try and go get them? But with the throwing axes, if these Skirmish Cav just keep running away, they could actually kill off those Bloodhounds once and for all. Fury got roped in, having a bad time. The Exalted Keeper Secrets is here, and now the Blood Shrines are starting to take a lot of damage. We can see the healing cap appearing for some of them as they slowly heal up, but slowly is going to be the key word, and it looks like with this Nurgling surround and Bloodletters, there's just too many good armor-piercing models here. For some reason, the Fiends were shitting the bed, not able to get a ton of damage out, but these guys are certainly doing their work. The Bloodletters of Khorne doing much better than the Fiends at killing Skull Taker, who is just going to die here. With the AoE Rampage, Seductive Glory, and Acquiescence lowered him to nearly 0 melee defense. That's pretty brutal. Elsewhere, the Hounds of the Blood Hunt and the Fiends do catch some of the Khorne Marauder Horsemen sleeping, so they do get a bit of damage in there. One quick axe volley to their face does a little bit of damage back, but still. The Skirmish Cav not enjoying that trade, so definitely a bit of a whoopsie from the Khorne player, and you can see now he realizes and starts to run away as other Skirmish Cav come in. Skull Taker holding on for now somehow, down to 300 HP and falling. Locus of Abjuration for spell resistance. I guess he's just throwing it out there for giggles, as Skull Taker and the Blood Reaper chase down the Exalted Keeper Secret. The Skull Taker is healing up slowly. He does have Cloak of Skulls, but if he takes any hits, he is just dead to rights. As the Keeper of Secrets tries to cast a spell, she's taking a ton of damage from the triple hero hammer, all just hitting her in the face, and she hasn't swung back at Skull Taker in quite a while, as actually just going to take so much damage. The Exalted Keeper of Secrets will rout, turns around and gets one big hit on Skull Taker, but down to 30 HP, and he finally dies. Never Demonic Instability crumbling. Both sides lose their Lord. We can see a lot of Demons of Chaos units crumbling away. Demonic Instability is brutal when you lose your Lord, but same goes for Khorne as they're losing their Blood Reaper. They lost their Chaos Furies and their Skirmish Cav. Everybody is running away except for Syla, who is literally unbreakable, and then a Blood Reaper who managed to get a little bit of courage and stay in this fight for just a little bit. Fiends and Hounds of the Blood Hunt coming back to help out these Bloodletters. Blood Reaper is still very close to Demonic Instability crumbling. At any moment, he could just take himself out. Looks like he's starting to crumble now. Then he rallies. And we even get a Relentless Rage. Cannot die and Unbreakable to keep that guy in here for a little bit longer. Heal him up and maybe get rid of enough stuff. As we can see, the Hounds of the Blood Hunt and these Bloodletters of Khorne are thinking about leaving. Maybe with enough stuff dying nearby, the Bloodletter will rally naturally. Fiend's running off the last Skirmish Cav that has enough HP to even stay in the fight, and Relentless Rage wears off. Immediately, the Blood Reaper is at 0 leadership and starts to Demonic Instability crumble. Down to -12, he is going to die. So it is just Syla. Syla Anfingrimm. Alone versus a world of demons. Fiends give up on chasing the Martyr Horsemen with throwing axes. They are going to come back to the fight as the Bloodletters are very close to Demonic Instability crumbling. They're getting good damage out on Syla, who's down to 2,000 HP, and he has no form of healing whatsoever. So, yeah. He gets what he gets. Bloodletters of Khorne starting to fade away. The other one's backing off. They want to kill those Khorne Gores that are sneaking up on him. Fiends are also going to go help out in that regard, trying to avoid the Martyr Horsemen of Khorne as some Bloodletters do catch up to them. Martyr Horsemen charging straight through these guys. Bloodletters had a brief leadership rally from charging a new opponent, but it's not going to be enough. Balance power is heavily against Khorne. Syla is pretty low, down to 1,200 HP as some Fiends were grinding with him a little bit. Bloodletter's also getting in here. These Martyr Horsemen thinking about routing, and if they do, that's a significant amount of bounce power loss. Now, it doesn't matter for Syla, but bounce power is huge for just getting these Khorne units to leave once and for all and stop coming back and make sure the demons don't have to chase them off. 2 leadership left on the Fiends, 31 on the Bloodletters now. And it looks like we're getting one final rear charge in from Martyr Horsemen of Khorne. The Fiends try and turns. They at least don't get rear charge. They can fight back a little bit. Their leadership is very low, but charging that new target again gives them a little bit more leadership just for a brief moment. We can see it's starting to wear off that charging bonus, and the last unit shatters away. It is now just Syla versus the world. And the bounce power gets worse and worse for him, closer to Army Losses territory, but that literally doesn't matter, as Army Losses is hitting right now. He's just unbreakable, so he doesn't care. Down to 130 HP, down to 56. I don't think he can kill these Fiends. 29. 0. Yes, he dies. But it was very close. As a Bloodletter and a Fiend just managed to hold on for Pizu. Fiends did well. Bloodletters did very well. Seekers did okay. Mostly were shut down by the forces of Khorne. Exalt the Keeper Seeker Star right. For John FB, his Hero Hammer overall did nicely. It seems like mostly Syla was doing all the damage, which is not a sentence I'm used to saying, so good for you, Syla. Skirmish Cav did okay. Chaos Furies did solid. Khorne Gores didn't have a whole lot to fight, unfortunately for them. It was an infantry battle, and they're built to kill, like, exclusively large monsters. GG, lads. GG.
Subscribe, yes, yes.